Okay, let's jump straight in today. We're looking at manifestation, but strictly through a neuroscience lens. We're using Dr. Tara Swart's work as our guide here.
Right. And what's really key is Dr. Swart is a neuroscientist, a leadership coach. So she's framing this whole intention thing as, well, applied biology. No woo-woo, just brain science.
Yeah, she calls the brain the source, basically the command center.
Exactly. The idea is aligning your actual physical brain wiring with what you want to achieve. It's biological attraction almost.
That definitely shifts things. So it's not just wishful thinking, it's using the brain's ability to change itself. Neuroplasticity.
Neuroplasticity in action, yeah. That's exactly her phrase. Your brain is physically adapting based on where you direct your focus.
So how does that actually work? What's, the mechanism?
Well, it largely comes down to this filter in your brain, the Reticular Activating System, the RAS.
The RAS, right. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
It filters out irrelevant stuff.
Precisely. Think about the sheer amount of information hitting your senses every second. The RAS decides what gets through to your conscious awareness based on survival needs or, crucially, your current goals.
Okay, but the classic example, right? You decide you want a red car, suddenly you see red cars everywhere. Isn't that just, confirmation bias? How is this different?
That's a really good point, and the difference lies in the biological prioritization. When you consciously focus, say, on that red car, you are literally strengthening certain neural pathways.
Oh.
You're actively telling your RAS, hey, red car info is important now. So it lowers the threshold for that specific stimulus. It's not coincidence your brain is now wired to notice them more easily.
It's like tuning a radio frequency.
Sort of, yeah. You're tuning your brain's filter.
Okay, so the RAS is our internal GPS. We need to input the destination. That's where her tools come in, right? The 4 tools.
Exactly. Let's start with vision boards. People often dismiss them.
Right, as just arts and crafts.
But biologically, they're like a chemical rehearsal. When you emotionally connect with those images, really feel achieving that goal, your brain releases the same chemicals, neurotransmitters, as if it were actually happening.
Wow, really? The same ones?
Pretty much. It primes your subconscious. It makes your brain feel like that goal is familiar, achievable, reducing resistance when real opportunities pop up.
That makes sense. Okay, so vision boards set the target. What about the fuel? Gratitude, why is that so powerful biologically?
Gratitude flips a chemical switch. It boosts dopamine and serotonin, what you might call abundance hormones.
Abundance hormones, I like that.
Yeah. It shifts you out of that cortisol-heavy survival mode, fight or flight, into a more open, expansive, growth-oriented state. A grateful brain is literally better at spotting positive opportunities.
So it enhances the RAS's ability to see the good stuff.
Exactly. But none of this works if the hardware is faulty.
The brain itself needs to be healthy, the biological basics.
Absolutely non-negotiable. Sleep, hydration, movement. Sleep cleans out brain waste, resets circuits. Hydration affects neuronal speed. If you're tired or dehydrated, your RAS, your focus, it's all sluggish.
Right. So trying to manifest something amazing while totally burned out.
It's like trying to run complex code on an overheating laptop. It just won't compute effectively. Forget doom scrolling if you want your brain to work for you.
Okay, good reminder for all of us. So we've set the target, got the right chemistry, the brain's healthy.
Yeah.
What about journaling? How does that fit in?
Journaling is like high-level programming for your prefrontal cortex. It takes vague desires, I want success, and makes you structure them.
So it forces you to define the steps.
Precisely. To get X, I need to do Y and Z. It turns fuzzy emotion into a concrete neural plan. It wires the how.
And then there's the emotional side. Dr. Swart talks about clearing blockages, fear, resentment. Why is that so important?
Because emotions are energy. Holding on to negative stuff like old anger or fear literally uses up bandwidth. It keeps your brain stuck in that defensive survival loop.
So you can't focus on growth if you're stuck in the past.
Pretty much. Things like forgiveness or mindfulness practices help release that trapped energy. It quietens the internal noise, letting your intuition, that source she talks about, come through more clearly.
Okay, pulling this all together then, for you listening, the takeaway is manifestation isn't mystical, it's biology. Belief changes your wiring. Focus directs your brain's filter, the RAS. And action turns those focused thoughts into reality.
You're not just waiting for things to happen. Your brain is actually designed, wired, to help you create them when you get that alignment. Belief, focus, action, and importantly, a healthy biological base.
So if your thoughts are actual electrical signals shaping your brain and how you perceive the world,
then the question becomes really powerful. What specific thought, what intention are you going to consciously choose to wire into your brain today?
That's definitely something to chew on, a powerful challenge to end our deep dive.